Alright guys, so welcome back to the most inconsistent channel on the whole of YouTube. I know a lot of you watching this video, probably watching it to find out what happened at my last meet, and I will get into that, but I have my bench top set loaded up in the back. I don't know if you guys can see that, so this is a single at 501, and we are currently in the last training block before my next meet. So this is week 2 of that training block, and I'll get into that a little bit later as well. But let's take the stop set. All right, so that wasn't too bad. Obviously, I don't think that's the fastest I ever moved 500, but no lift off, no hype, zero music. You guys could hear how quiet it is in here right now. It wasn't too bad, right? But yeah, let's get into what happened at my last meet.
Come on. Psych!
Yeah, so tell me how you guys like the audio with me being mic'd up right now. Mic'd up, as opposed to just like, you know, regular audio. I filmed this on my phone, by the way. But yeah, I'm mic'd up right now. But yeah, what happened at my last meet? So basically, I was 252 going into the water cut, and I was cutting down to 110 kg, right, which is 242 pounds. And 252, I was roughly like 4.5, 4.7 kilos over that, right? So the goal was to cut that weight off. To give you guys a reference for that, at my last meet, which was 3.5, 4 years ago in Wales, 2018, I cut 9 pounds there, from 240 to 231 with a very simple water cut. For this water cut, I don't know why, but I decided to try like a couple of different things. I tried like distilled water as opposed to spring water because it's supposed to deplete your body more. I don't know why I did these things. Yeah, it's very, very depressing, to be honest, because it was supposed to be like my first meet back, and I was feeling so ready. Training momentum was crazy. But yeah, basically I made weight, but I had to do it in a very like excruciating and grueling way. So what I mean by that is when I woke up the morning after dehydrating myself from 3 p.m. the next day, and I woke up at 4 a.m., weigh-ins were at 7 a.m., I was 114 kilo, which is 4 kilo. So literally the entire water cut, I only actually lost about 0.7 kilo from my actual baseline weight. Even if you stretch that to 1 kilo, that's horrendous for a water cut. That was basically completely ineffective. And then I had to brute force my way into losing the rest of that weight by simply going in and out of a hot shower constantly. So that was bad. Yeah, and then basically when I got to the meet, I did make weight. I weighed in at 109.4, so actually like 600 grams down from what I needed to weigh in at. And I started cramping like terribly before I even made it to the platform, before I even made it to warm up for squats. And I had to be rushed to the hospital, and it was just a bad time, you know. But I have my next meet coming up. It is the Game Day Barbell Summer Solstice. So yeah, right now we are literally 4 weeks out from today actually, the day that I'm filming this, not the day that you guys watch this. By the time you guys watch this, we'll be like 3.5 weeks out. So I'm competing on the 23rd of July. So actually very excited for that. But yeah, right now we have 419 on here, and we have some sets of 3. I think I have 4 sets of 3 here. So yeah, I'm gonna do these mic'd up as well. So I guess let me give you guys like a walkthrough. So the first thing that I like to do is choke up, obviously. Aside from just like choking my entire hand, I actually really like to put some emphasis on choking this area here, particularly for the bench to get a nice grip in. So put emphasis there, good to go. After that, it's all about setup, and I ran through this a little bit on like my Instagram story. I think it was like last week or the week before, which is where I got the idea for these mic'd up stuff. So I'll probably do some mic'd up squats on my day 2 of this week. But yeah, so with the entire setup, it's all about setting the hands, setting the feet. I actually like a nice wide grip because it avoids like, you know, getting that butt off the bench. And for me, I prefer constant leg drive as opposed to like, you know, jerking like that when the bar touches your chest. Then I pull up, I try to line up my mouth with the barbell initially, focusing on scapular depression and retraction right now. Once I set my upper back on the bench, push back up with the quads so leg drive is engaged. Big breath and off rack. Yeah, so that felt pretty good for our first set. And should be good to go for the rest of the sets, to be honest. Alright, so last warm up here, gonna take 595 for a single. Then we have 2 sets of 2 at ascending RPs, I think RP 6 and 7. So, you see. Alright, so that was pretty good. I've been having some like problems with my knee over the past like few weeks here on the squat. I actually showed a video on screen where I aggravated my knee. But I'll probably go 660 or 672 for the first double, and then we'll see from there based on how that moves. I had to watch your back and see. Yeah, so I was 661 and 705 for the two doubles, still a little bit out of breath. But I was pretty good. So knee feeling pretty much alright. So hopefully we could squat something decent and coming up. After this whole session, I'll talk to you guys about the comp and some possible goals and stuff like that. But yeah, I have I think 3 sets of 3 on the back downs, so probably knocked out at like 606 or a bit more, and now some bench as well. Alright, so 2 things, hopefully you guys can hear me because it's raining extremely heavily right now. So 1, I completely forgot that I had deadlifts today. So after this bench, I have deadlifts to get to. And 2, Trinidad is under like storm warning right now, which is, sounds you laughing in the background, which is literally crazy. Like, I'll show you guys outside. So yeah, it's raining extremely heavily, if you guys could like even hear that. And yeah, so I'm gonna rush to finish these, and I'll try to do like the last set of deadlift or the heavy set of deadlift mic'd up or something like that, and call it a day. So yeah. I'm recording right now, so right now we debating whether or not we'd want an earthquake or a hurricane to Trinidad. And what we decide on? Hurricane. So we want a hurricane to we don't want no. Well, yeah, hurricane. We would prefer a hurricane to Trinidad. All right, cool. So last set of deadlifts here. It's been pretty rushed, but should be solid. So one of the things I've been really focusing on is like keeping my arms as straight as possible and my slack pull as good as possible. So see how this goes, 551 for 4, should be pretty easy. It's actually pretty hard without deadlift socks. What? That's choke. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of the workout. I have some lateral raises and GHD nauticals to finish up, and that should be it. I'm in a pretty big rush to get home because you have like probably 2 hours until this apparent hurricane hits Trinidad. Yeah, so we're gonna hit Trinidad. So yeah, if you guys never see this video, then